I don't wanna wait for my life to be over, so I do it now.
Hello everybody, it's Transphemerate MTG here with another Final Fantasy quick draft on Magic Arena. Had a couple of really good drafts in a row and then had a little bit of a slip up, a little bit of a cough up on the last one there. So we're back at it again. Hopefully we can continue a nice run forward. Here we've got our rare being the Fire Crystal, making red spells cost 1 less and creating tokens of creatures I control for 6. Also giving my creatures haste, really not too shabby there. Got a crew 1/4/4 for 4, which makes a 1/1. Seems alright. Cloud of Darkness, nice sort of removal spell. Flyer and a mechanic can be quite nice as well. Cactuar 1 mana 3/3 as trample. I think it's pretty solid, all things considered. And Ring of the Lucy, which I have seen work a lot better than I ever anticipated it working. But here I think I'm going to go into Golgari and play this Cloud of Darkness. I like the idea of a body that when it enters... Oh, maybe not. Maybe we go towards something like Choco, try and get as many birds I can. One of them into my hand, any number of lands onto the battlefield, rest into the graveyard. It's kind of nice, but is that really what I'm going to be after? Or do I want to pick a Tonberry or a Sephiroth's Intervention? I'm going to ignore the Choco, and I'm going to just take a point and click removal spell and hope that that goes my way. Here we've got a Hope Mills X with life gain, which I think is a really, really cool effect. But here, excuse me for the yawn there, either the Shinra Enforcement's milling 3 and gaining 3 life is pretty nice, sort of works quite well with Cloud of Darkness, or the Grand Pulse Ochu, which I'm going to take. I think having a Death Toucher is just kind of really nice. Yeah, Final Days actually worked really well for me last game, despite not getting very much success with it. Cactuar is another nice 1-drop, and Heck Dies is really good disruption. I'm going to prioritise the disruption this time over just some creatures. And saying that, I think it's going to take Poison the Waters. Going to see if I can be really hard on a little bit of removal. I think the Namazu Trader's pretty okay here. Creates a treasure. It's a 3/4 body that helps me surveil. And the Lionheart, I mean, it's not too bad. It's actually, you know, sort of reasonable. 4 mana for 2 damage plus a bit of a boost stays around. But I think it's just a little bit... Ooh, oh, dearie me, on the more expensive end. Here, either Ring of the Lucy or Commune with Beavers. Don't really want to take any of the cards that are off the colours I'm in at the moment. I'm going to take the Ring, see if I can get some really nice acceleration going on. Looks like black is less open than I may have thought, because here, nothing in black or in green. I think I'm just going to take the instant Ramen for a card draw. Got another Ring, but I'm going to take the Cactuar here. And yeah, not really anything. Monk Fist, 2 mana, yeah, sure. Might not end up playing it. And yeah, nothing. I mean, Opera Love Songs, alright. World Map, probably, I could end up playing the World Map actually, just to get things into the bin. Ice Flat and a Magic Temper. So, yeah, nothing in the colours that I'm really after. Ooh, this could be nice. Araman's really nice. Hunt the Mark I think is going to be much better in this deck than when I have previously seen it. Clash of the Icons is kind of nice. Conned by Black Mages is kind of nice. So now it's going to be a 7/7 for 6 at worst. That's more straight removal. The Araman is kind of nice as a flying Death Toucher. I'm going to take the land and see how that goes for us. Probably going to regret that decision pretty quickly afterwards. I'm going to take the Gallus Final Act. I think when you're totally okay with a lot of your creatures dying, it's not a bad way to go about things. Here, Airship Crash kind of nice. Artifact Enchantment, all creature flying with cycling as an upside. What's this guy's Van Balesar? When he enters, each player sacrifices a creature token, non-token creature, or an enchantment. I think that's looking like a pretty good pick. Here, what's this Ignis? Don't think I've seen this before. Oh, makes a lot of foods from lands. That's kind of cool. Another Gallus Final Act, a Fat Chocobo, which not bad. Couple of bodies for 5 manas, always alright. Another Death Toucher, another Final Act. I'm going to take the Death Toucher over the Final Act here. Oh, Diamond Weapon. I like Diamond Weapon. I think that's a pretty snap pick. It's going to hopefully cost quite a lot less because I'm going to be having things hit the yard. I mean, Mulbra as well is a really nice card to have along here. Here I could either take the Commune with Beavers, which is pretty solid at getting me something. I could also take a Magic Pot. Don't think I need the fixing at this point. It's just whether or not it's Commune with Beavers or the Magic Pot. I think the Commune with Beavers is going to be a little bit of better value at this stage. Gashi Greens is okay. Bard's Bow makes a 3/3 Reacher. Crypts for 6 though, that's a little bit much. I don't think I am going to take the Black Mage's Rod just because I don't have that many non-creatures for... yeah, a few. I think the Bard's Bow, just to have some protection from flyers, is going to be a little bit nicer. I think I actually take the Finn the Fangbearer here because I've got a couple of Death Touches already, and I imagine I can pick some more up. That could be a pretty evil kind of win condition. I mean, look, only card in this pack I'm going to pick is another Death Toucher, so certainly not saying no to that. Yeah, may as well take an Adventurers and might not end up running out. I think I'm going to take the Airship Crash here, honestly. Destroying artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying, and I can cycle it. Feels alright to me. Adventure Airship, so I'll actually take the world map, maybe the Monk's Fist. We'll keep the ring in there for now. And a Doran's Veto. I mean, love the art, cool card, but Clive's Hideaway. I don't think I'm going to have that many legendary creatures. Fang, which is kind of tasty. Whenever cards leave my graveyard, I draw a discard, and if I do get a Vanille, Cheerful Lissy, that could be handy. But I think I'm going to take the Sir Konrad the Grim. I think that that is going to be something that synergizes pretty nicely with what I've got going on. And what do you know, got another Fang here. Do also have the Ahriman, which could be a better option. Yeah, a Death Touching Flyer, I think, feels pretty strong. This is going to be the only pick. Black Mage's Rod, not really that interested in. Don't want to splash any other colours. Already have one Airship, and it's not exactly what I'm after. Evil Reawakened. Ooh, that could do some work. Eden's Head of the Sanctum could be nice as well. Another Ahriman would be great. But I think we're going to take the Recursion. Stroke of Midnight. Didn't know that that was here. It doesn't actually look too bad either. I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of those, but I think I'm going to take the Clash of the Icons. When I've got enough Death Touches, that just becomes a really nice kill spell. Here I've got a Cactar, Limit Break, a Fight On. See, now I wish that I took some of the other Recursion, because what have I got here that I want to bring back? Like an Ahriman maybe, a Gaius is kind of nice, so Konrad's kind of nice, and when a creature card leaves my graveyard, yeah, I'm going to take the Fight On. I think that's going to be something that I play around kind of reasonably. Revelation here again, but I'm just going to continue taking these Death Touches, just because I think that they do a really nice job of blocking. The Blitzball shot here, which I'm not 100%... oh, we've got a Fang. Yep, definitely take Fang on the comeback. Namazu Trader, which might not end up playing two of. Airship into the sideboard, it's the only card I can pick. Not so sure about Vincent's Limit Break. I like the idea of it, but it's not really done too much for me when I have seen it come up in previous games. Not that it's really come up too much in previous games, but here I think what I'm going to be building is a lot of getting things into the bin, trying to get them back, and a bunch of Death Touches. I think here I can get rid of the Bard's Bow. I don't think that's quite what we're doing. One of the Namazu Traders. I think I'd only want the one of those. do want to keep the Ring of the Lucy. I'll actually play 16 lands, or 17 lands this time, because I'll keep the Inn and I'll keep the Xanarkand. Cactar, Clash of the Icons, Commune with Beavers, I think they're all reasonable enough. I think the Cactar's fine. Hectire's Poison the Waters, Gallus Final Act. It's just this instant ramen that I get rid of, honestly. I mean, it enters, I draw a card, but I don't think that's going to be the most impressive thing in the world. Do I keep the Ring of the Lucy? What have I got that's really going to be a super X cost, or that I need a lot of mana for? Let's see. Removal. That brings things back. Diamond Weapon's nice. A lot of one costs with these Grand Pulse Uchu, so maybe I don't actually need the Cactar. Probably don't actually need the Cactar at this point. Maybe just sort of maybe make the curve this little bit nicer. And I think what's 8 and 8 plus the Adventurers Inn. I think that's fine. We'll see if we can get some Graveyard and Death Touch shenanigans going here. Don't think it's the greatest deck I had ever drafted for sure, but it could be just enough to prove a little bit of a nuisance. And that's sort of what I'm going for. And here, with just the Sir Konrad and no green, I don't think I can keep it. This, on the other hand, I think is totally fine. We'll keep 6. We'll bin the fight on for now because I don't have any creatures to return. But I've got a little bit of removal. Got some ramp to ramp into. I say ramp, it's at 4. And I've got enough pretty low cost cards in the 40 that hopefully I don't just get stuck with a little bit of removal on that set. Can always cycle with the airship crash as well, dependent on what they have going on. But, okay, that's not what we like to see. Another land. I think it's fine because it means I can play the Intervention in the ring. But, they are keeping mana up. Okay, Cloud of Darkness doesn't do anything at this point. We're gonna Dream of Laguna, that's okay. Cool, surveilling. Then retrieve the Esper into the bin. That's okay, because I can destroy that with the airship crash. That's actually kind of a nice little find. Ooh. Yeah, I'll go Grand Pulse Uchu. They want to deal with this somehow they can. Gets a permanent into the bin. Really don't mind that at all. Are they going to bin a call of... We'll call the Mountain Chocobo. They've just got a whole bunch in their yard now. That's about all they've done. It's a little bit scary. Warrior's Sword. That's okay. How much until they get? It'll be 6 mana. Takes them to make a 5/5. I'm going to actually just destroy the Warrior Sword now. It is a little bit of a punisher. I'm going to play the Ring of the Lucy here. Pass the turn. Have enough mana to be able to play basically everything in my deck at this point. And play a side quest, drawing and discarding a whole bunch. 8 or more cards in the yard, they will have 7. Cool, so that's not going to do anything as of yet. Another forest. What can I do here? Do I just attack? Yeah, let's just attack. See what they up to. Cool, that's fine. Pass the turn, I can tap down a lot of what they've got going on. Destroy a lot of what they've got going on. Cool. Okay. Pass to attacks. My turn. Yeah, we'll go my turn. Swamp. Next, we'll just pass the turn along, I think. We'll just tap that down for 1 life. I'd happily pay 1 life for that. Blazing Bomb, that's alright. Can't sacrifice anything at this point. Pass to attacks. Oh yeah, actually let's just kill the hero. Ooh, they're countering it. Okay. Don't think they realised that tapped for 2. And got something into the bin, made this flip. I think that's alright. This is really nice here because I can just go boom, big thing. And then have a fight. The blazing bomb. Which means they're not able to, at this stage, crew up the magic card. And I have a 7/7. And I play a land for turn. They have a lot more card advantage than I do, but I've got a 7/7 on board. Oh, and connection is lost. Let's see what happens there. I think it's going to get me to fully reconnect again here. Bizarre, bizarre, bizarre. Hopefully it's as quick as humanly possible that it gets back, because everything else is fine. Looks like I've still very much got an internet connection, so let's get back into the game. Very strange. I lose a timeout. I think that's totally okay on my end. I'll play a forest. Or what? How did they kill? Oh, they returned it to my hand. Interesting. They attacked me for 4. Let's play as a 3/3. Make that a little bit smaller. That's fine. I'm gonna sort of tap down whatever again. If they want the magic card. Did that resolve? Cool. I'm going to pay 2 life and tap it down. I'm not going to block the sentinel. Take 4. What can I actually draw into something useful? Sir Konrad is pretty useful. And move to combat, and I'm going to go no attacks in turn. Call the mountain chocobo, let that resolve. Get a land, play a land. Can they equip? No worries, so it's 5 to equip. And here I think I just block with a cloud of darkness. Take 4. I keep Sir Konrad alive. My god, okay, let's go. Nope. Mill. I mean, I die next turn if I don't hit something reasonable enough. Mill. Lands. Lands. I hit guys. Cool. I die because they crew up. They deal enough damage. They crew up with the bird. We have 4 in the air. I block 5. I take 8, and that ends game. Wow. Okay. So that did not go exactly according to plan. Everything feels like it's not going to plan at the moment, which is a real nasty change. I think I need to be, yeah, maybe cutting a land out of this one here. Cut a forest. Go for maybe a cacti. Instant ramen. Get rid of a Grand Pulse Ochu. Let's see. That's card draw and life gain. I mean, 1/1 Death Touch is really nice, but certainly need a little bit more than that. Really nice removal there as well, but they just didn't have anything early enough. Didn't manage to curve out very well at all. I think he is fine because I get a draw. I can poison the waters, Have the Ironman, got to commune with beavers turn 1 if I do draw a forest. I think it's just about okay enough. Swamp, okay. Again, didn't get any use out of the Cloud of Darkness. Really quite upsetting. Here we will go see what they've got in hand, get some good information. Laughing Mad, Mountain Chocobo. Cool, so they can't cast that. They can draw and discard a bunch. May as well just do it on their turn unless they no? Okay. Adventures ends nice enough. Gain 2 life. Play a Death Subject Flyer. Feels pretty good. Still don't have the fixing that I'm after. But that could be worse. Oh, they've got their own little Iron Man. Ugh. I'm actually just going to... Oh, that's really nice. No, I'm going to have to cycle this. Because I do kind of really desperately want a forest. That's kind of nice. We're going to go commune with beavers. Find a Gaius. I think that's actually really nice. And pass the turn because I'm happy to trade knowing I can get it back with Fight On, and that does actually do something with the Cloud of Darkness. Sabo Tender. Land. Take 1. Happily take the trade. Poison the Waters. So either the Gaius or the Cloud of Darkness. Either one's fine because I get it back with Fight On. Kinda nice to me because I can... Oh yeah, they did take the Cloud. That's fine. Swap. Here we go. Play the Gaius. Sacrifices a non-token creature. I'll sacrifice itself. I'd rather have the 2/2 flyer. Nice, and now it's just a nice stare off, in which, because I can get everything back, I am just going to have them fight one another. I have one more card in hand. They do have a little bit of card draw. I can play this, but I can always bring things back from the bin, which I feel like is a nice little upside. Probably the Gaius, the Cloud of Darkness. Ooh, maybe I just play this Fang. No, gotta bring things back, I think, at this point. Bring back the, yeah, the Gaius and the no, Gaius and the Iron Man. I think we'll keep the Darkness in the bin. You know, everything other than the Fang. I will take 3, most likely this turn. Black Waltz, that's okay. I'll make them sacrifice it. Because they are casting a fair old few. Ooh, you've already awakened. How many would that be? That would be for... So we'll go Gaius. And we'll go non-token creature. I'll be taking more damage from that than I am from the birdie. And I can bring back Gaius next turn if I really want. And I think I probably do really want. Actually, I don't really want any more. Play the Grand Pulse Ulchu, which is very tasty. And my nice flying Death Toucher means that I have plenty of blocks for what they have going on, and I feel like I'm in a pretty okay spot. I can still bring the Gaius back. I could block with my 1/1 Death Toucher. I'll take 2. This is perpetually going to be a 3/2. Swamp. This will be 2, which means I can just kill it again, because I'll go Evil Reawakened. The Cloud of Darkness. Kill it again. Attack 2 in the air. They can make another thing, they can draw and discard a whole bunch. I think that's okay, they can't play either of their spells. Here, we'll go cast Fang. Attack with the Cloud of Darkness. Keep up enough to deal with quite a lot here. Laughing Mad, discard. That's fine. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve, because I am running a much larger clock than they are at this point. Right now, Rude Whip, you're going to play Exile, upplay that player's library. Okay. Has to attacks. Just gonna block with my Fang. And put even more counters on my Flying Death Toucher. I don't think he can deal that much damage to me next turn. So I'm just gonna take the 10 and pass. Even if he hits removal off the top of my library, I've still got lethal damage at the moment because they're both flyers. Black Mage's Rod, that's okay. Yep. They'll attack the Reno, that's fine by me. They'll bait the Mounted Chocobo. Yep, I'll take a bunch of damage, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think, for them to get the win. 2, 4, 5. Plus, I don't think I've got anything that can just deal 5 damage on the spot. Oh, it's only 3 as well, because they can't attack with let's see. Nice. That's going to be a good game, because they cannot do anything about the 2 5/5 flyers I've got, so I'm just going to wish them a good game. Yeah, that's fine. My turn. Attack. Nice. Okay. So the deck does somewhat function, which is nice. That's exactly what I was after. Certainly having it functional is better than it being a hopeless pile of 40 that I'm not going to be making any headway with. Already one better than the last draft as well, which I thought was probably even a maybe slightly better draft. I thought it was a lot of fun what I did, sort of being able to ramp into Sin pretty often. See if there's any other tiny little changes I could potentially make. Limit Break, no. Trader at 4, maybe instead of the ring. Yeah, we'll do that because Bard's Bow, actually, a Reacher instead of a Trader on 3 might not be too bad. Let's do that. Let's keep messing around with it. I don't think there's any real harm in trying to make things even better, especially when things actually were a bit more successful that time. Did a fair little bit of recursion, a fair little bit of removal. Here, 3 lands, a Final Act Diamond Weapon. Like, I'm going to mulligan this, it just doesn't do anything. Here, I will keep 6 and put back a Namazu Trader. Yeah. Keep the Hectides, keep the Intervention, keep the Ochu in case I do draw a Forest. I'm going to play this first though. Spinning a Shambling Seth. Mage's Rod, okay. Come on, okay, we'll go Resentful Revelation. Get an Instant Ramen. No attacks. Mountain. Yeah, it's feeling pretty not great. Maybe I shouldn't have taken a forest out, but I mean, realistically, you know, I did need to mulligan that hand, like 100% needed to mulligan that hand. Yeah. Make that trade, that's fine enough. Got a Sephiroth intervention I can play next turn. If they play a creature, instant Ramen. Mill. Or they mill. Well, that's some pretty nice stuff, honestly. The swamp. Swamp Death Toucher, I suppose. I can flash in the instant Ramen, sacrifice it to the Ahriman. Handy little common, this. I'll block. I need to just persevere and stay alive as long as I possibly can. I do not think that taking 2 damage just to keep that alive, I mean it could be, but filling my bin's also kind of nice. Correct. That's alright. I'm going to set off intervention. Kill it and finally play my 1/1 Death Toucher for 1 green mana. At least I've got a card draw with the instant Ramen here as well. Having a one with Death Toucher and like being able to keep removal up for Carrick as well feels pretty nice. They're going to bring the Shambling Seath back. Do have to replay it from hand, which is kind of nice. I'm yeah, certainly not upset about that. I'm going to make it 2/1. That is okay by me. They're going to attach the other one. They cannot attach the other one. Have they got some sort of removal? Maybe. Oh, here we go. It's a forest and an instant Ramen. To draw myself a card. Magnificent. Let's pass through the turn. To have life gain with the instant Ramen here as well. Happy to block anything with the Grand Pulse Ochu. Next turn I can resentful revelations from the bin if I don't draw anything better. Pass to attacks. Pass to blocks. Yeah, honestly I'll trade for days. Got enough to be able to get back from the bin, I think. That I'm not too upset with it. Cool. It's tapped, and they can't even. I can set this for life as well. 25. What do I draw here? You reawakened. What have I got in the bin that I would potentially want to bring back? I think it's +1/+0, so it would be a 4/4 now. We'll go digging. I'm happy to take a little bit of damage here. Oh yeah, no, I... Actually, bringing this back as a 10/10 for 5 mana could be kind of nice. But fight on, bringing things back would be nice as well. Yeah, we're gonna go fight on. Mill a couple of creatures. Because how many permanents? If I bring this back, if I bring 2 creatures back, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 7, so it will cost 4. I'll pay the 3, play it for 4. Be able to evil reawaken something as well. I think that's okay. He spends a turn equipping that. If he doesn't have another land drop, taking 4 is certainly not the end of the world for me. Could be giving it +3/+1. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we're going to fight on here. We're going to go Diamond Weapon, and I can't play the Ahriman. Might actually get the Heck Dice. Play the Heck Dice. No, I'll play the diamond weapon. I've got to, right? I've got a kill spell for it, that's fine, because I'll just bring it back next turn afterwards. We'll take another little bit of damage, but I think that's alright. Like an Evilry awakened it. If I draw a land 5, 6, 7, no. I need to draw a land this turn instead of the Gallif's final act. I really do kind of want it to stay alive. I could have made the decision to not bring that, maybe get cheaper creatures, but the diamond weapon is totally okay. It's a very, very handy blocker. And I would love to be able to make use of it next turn, or even the final act onto something else. I think making them discard a card could actually be kind of handy at this point as well. Don't know what they've got going on. But if I can make them discard something useful, especially if they play out quite a few more spells this turn, I think that would be definitely in my favour. What's going on here? Now doing a lot of thinking. Adventurous airship. Okay, I'll take one. And they can't attack into me with anything. Nice. Another forest is pretty good. Heck dies, we all play. Each opponent discards a card. What are they gonna bin? Or Seeth. Sorcerer's return and instant sorcery from your graveyard or exile card with flashback I own to your hand. Interesting. What can I bring back? I think I mean I could definitely bring back the fin. But I think here, do I attack? I'm going to keep this back as a blocker, and if I do want to kill it, I'm going to shift 9 plus 1 counters onto the Hectires, bring it back next turn with Evil Reawakened. Because this, I mean, they will just be drawing and discarding, I think, reasonably happily. Okay, they're going to be looking to maybe drain me. That's okay. They're equipping another Black Mage's Rod. I mean, that flyer could kind of be handy magic. Ooh! Okay, so they can ping things from my graveyard, which is a little bit spooky. Oh, so Konrad, yes please. So then if he magic pots anything, I mean, yeah, it's not great. Can't do it this turn either. It's not great, but at least I will be doing a little bit of damage. So here I am actually going to attack with a diamond weapon. Not going to attack with the Hectires, I'll keep that back as a blocker. But I think actually putting some pressure on with the diamond weapon is not bad. Oh, they're going to actually... They're going to sack the magic pot? Fine by me. I mean, actually, I'm going to be losing one every time a creature or artifact they control dies, which is not great. It's only that they control... When my things die, I'll be take things. See if we can get rid of that Albed Savages somehow. Okay, they're gonna block with the airship. Yep, cool. Yep, all this is gonna resolve. In turn, this is dies though, this is put into a graveyard from anywhere, so hopefully I can mill them down a little bit. What are they going to be bringing back though? They don't have any instant or sorceries to bring back, that's the problem. I can just keep removing stuff from the yard with the magic pot if they want. Probably not a bad idea. I will be bringing back my flyer now again, assuming they don't have the airship. If they tap out or do anything with the pot. What have they got here? Pass to attacks. Pass. Oh yeah, I was going to block with the Hectares quite happily. Pass. They are going to lose one. Are they going to Magic Pot? Oh, I probably know I've got... Right, let's actually mill a card first. Land. It's pretty good. Oh, Fang. Kind of tasty. I hope they sacrifice the Magic Pot for something, because that would be very, very, very handy for me. Even if they kill the Sir Konrad, I think that's fine. They're going to take 5. Okay. Are they going to activate the Magic Pot first? Nope. Wonderful. Cool, that's alright. He creates a treasure. Takes damage. I am on the up here, I would believe. And here we will evil reawakens the Ahriman. I don't really care about the discard too much. This means he's going to take 1. I have a flying. Nice! Fantastic. He scoops. Oh, controlled that one really nicely. That is much more like what I wanted this deck to be doing. I'm bringing things back, draining them for a little bit, having enough control over the board. I mean, the diamond weapon was a pretty nice thing to hit into the bin. Certainly can't complain about that. So I moved to... Oh! I only got 1 loss. Interesting. I thought I had 2 losses here. Maybe it was another one of those strange bugs when I disconnected that I found not too long ago. I hope the other guy gets the same nice response from the WotC staff if he didn't get credited the win. He certainly deserved to be credited the win. Here, I have a tapped land, 2 mana, can cycle, have plays. I think this is just about keepable enough. Oh yeah, enters tap. Unfortunately not going to be able to play the back half of the land this game. Here, I'm actually going to take a look at their hand instead of playing out creatures. Love to know what they're dealing with. Oof. Quite a lot of nice stuff. Let's see, 5/4 flyer, affinity for artifacts is probably a bigger deal for me. I can play the Lock Coal next turn, but I can also play something to just match it, which is quite nice. I'm actually going to play the Bard's Bow to match it, because at least the bow will stay along for the Ahriman. I can also play the Grand Pulse Ochu, which blocks it regardless. But here, if he wants to attack, I will happily take a trade. And if he kills it, means he doesn't get the life gain. Awesome. Alright, he wasted that. I've got enough here, including another Death Toucher, that he just wasted a perfectly good protection spell to keep something that was going to die alive anyway. And I'm just going to block with this Grand Boss Ochu. 100% okay with me. Ooh, let's play this Cactar. And do I sacrifice this? Equip 6? Maybe. But let's attack with the Ahriman. Cactar's back to block. I can always airship crash if I desire, but I think I'm going to sack the Bard's Bow next turn. I don't think I'm going to hit 6, and if I am doing something at 6, it's certainly not going to be that. Sacrifice the Bard's Bow. He can't take anything from my yard at the moment. Oh, another mana is actually really handy here. What have I got in the bin? Only that Death Toucher. Let's go Grand Pulse Ochu. Attack with... it was just the Ahriman here. Pass the turn, Cactar returns to hand. Cool. They really can't attack into much. I hope they play a really big ol' artifact. The 3/3 flyer is a little bit spooky. Draw a card and discard a card. I'm actually going to kill that right now. I don't like the evasion that it presents. They want to attack. Nah, I'm not going to trade the Magic Pot. Oh, that's kind of nice. Resentful Revelation. See if I can hit something nice. Ooh, Sephiroth's Intervention, and I can always bring back the Finn, the Fangbearer, with something else. Play the Cactar again. Attack just with the Ahriman. Turn I can, yeah, Evil Reawakened becomes a 3/5 Death Toucher that poisons with my Ahriman, and that's a real nice clock I got going on there. Certainly not going to be upset with that. Ring of the Lucy, I think that's okay by me. I could want to tap something down this turn. No, that can't. Can take something from the yard. Yeah, what are they going to do? All the Revelations? Cool. Nice. Means they're not going to be getting the Finn the Fangbearer from me next turn. Wait, Diamond Weapon? Oh, dearie. Evil Reawakened on the Finn the Fangbearer. And attack with... May as well attack with everything. The Cacti's coming back to my hand anyway. We're going to take at least 2 poison counters worth of damage. And I would say they'd want to block the Ultra. They take 4 poison counters? Okay. They're on a hiding to a pretty mean street. This Vein is difficult. They can tap it down with the Ring of the Lucy, but also if they kill it, then the Diamond Weapon just becomes that little bit better. When I play the Diamond Weapon, they probably just continue to tap it down on my turn all the time, but they're paying life for that, and the Ahriman is still getting through in the air for some good damage. The Cactar sort of helping out every now and then. I can sacrifice it to the Ahriman at some point if I want to as well. And I've also got the Sephiroth's Intervention, which is kind of nice as instance. Oh, so they do actually have another Valkyrie aerial unit, which is a bit nasty, but at least I can kill it with the Sephiroth's Intervention next turn, which is okay by me. Here, I'm going to kill the aerial unit, and they can figure out what they want to tap down, because I will be attacking with everything. They paid Man of the Ring. Okay. They go to 8 poison counters. I have 2 creatures with poison on the board. I have to tap down my flyer next turn with the ring, else they die, or unless they have another flyer, or some good removal. But 8 poison counters is pretty nasty. I'm still on 21. We've got the same number of cards in hand. They make a copy of Vein. They keep this up to be able to tap the Ahriman down. Let's go Commune with Beavers first. Get a hit dies. Play this Diamond Weapon. I don't think I attack with the Finn. They have to tap down the Ahriman. Yeah. And no, we'll attack in with everything. We'll really attack them with everything. We'll make them trade my Vein for their Vein. I can always get it back. Fine by me. It's going to bounce to my hand. I still basically have lethal damage on the field with the Diamond Weapon. And I also have ways to get the Finn back from the bin. Might have been a bit of a risky play, but I'm willing to take risks at this point in time. Okay. Okay, summon Anima. That's fine enough, I think. Here, I'll make them discard their last card. What is their last card? And I will get them to sacrifice a creature. Non-token creature. Fantastic! Another good win, so we go into a little bit more positivity here. Removal, recursion, nice ways to push through wins, even through a little bit of graveyard removal, which feels, it feels fantastic that I'm able to push through all of that graveyard removal. Got a bit of work here as my reward, up to 3 and 1. Going to continue pushing on and hope that it continues nicely. I think that would be exactly what we want. Again, I think any time I sort of hit around that 4-5 win mark, I'm reasonably pleased with myself. Again, I love drafting. And I think that I'm an alright deck builder and a reasonable pilot of a lot of sort of disparate and different kinds of decks. Oh, here's a little bit of a rough one. All black cards. If I draw a black card, I'm in a pretty good spot. But I will actually mulligan. I think I can mulligan into a better hand than what that was. Yeah, I think I'll bin the instant ramen here. Could bin Sir Konrad, but no. I'll bin the instant ramen. Can take a look at the hand. If I draw lands, which I do, can poison the waters, pick something from their hand to get rid of, which I think will be pretty handy. What have they got here? Draw, bounce things, retrieve the Esper. I'm definitely not letting them have this Ash. Look at the top 5 cards of the library, revealing an artifact among them, put them into hand. It's a pretty powerful effect. Here we've got the Fight On that I could just cast on nothing, but pretty nice synergy with Sir Konrad. Here they've got the Rook Turret. Pass to attack's my turn. If I don't have anything to do, I actually just hold up the removal, because they could potentially want to do something. Okay, yep. And they'll... Cool. I will kill the Rook Turret here now. They want to bounce it to hand. Cool. Fine by me. Because here I get to play a Sir Konrad. And unfortunately I don't have anything for the diamond weapon at this stage. Usually I would have quite a lot more for the diamond weapon, but here the fact that they didn't bounce their own creature as sort of pseudo removal, I think is a pretty good sign. Forest. What we're going to do is we're actually going to do a mill here. I mill a creature. Fantastic. And I'm actually going to attack. I'm going to see if they want to take a 2-for-1 trade here. They do not want to take a 2-for-1 trade. Interesting. I'm getting a good little amount of damage through. I'm going to play Retrieve the Esper. It's alright. Okay, I don't think that matters too much that this is going to be tapped down, because I'm just going to keep on milling things. What have they got here? I'm just going to go mill. Nice. Pass to attacks. Pass to blocks. Can't do anything. And they're not going to try and kill the Sir Konrad. So I'm going to mill one more card, see if I can hit another creature for Diamond Weapon. Perfect. So here we go, Diamond Weapon. It's got reach. It blocks. I can fight on a couple of my creatures back with Sir Konrad. It's fine. They make a 5/5. They're going to tap down the Diamond Weapon here. Draw and discard. Sir Konrad will re-untap shortly. I can play the Cactar next turn as well. Bring back both my creatures. Nice. They're taking damage at a similar sort of rate to me. I'm at 7. Okay. Here we're going to go fight on. Bring back both the creatures from the bin. Play a Death Toucher. They're going to take 2. Going to go Grand Pulse Oatshoe. And a Fang, just to get bodies on the board. No attacks. They get through for 3. Depends on what sort of non-creature spells they got to potentially tap down things with Ultros. I think I've got enough creatures here that I don't die outright. Happy to sacrifice quite a few creatures here. Ooh, taps doesn't untap. That's a little bit rough. Valkyrie aerial unit. This is yeah, this is a rough one. It's going to be a little bit difficult, I think. I do get my diamond weapon to untap. They draw. What do they discard? An island. I pretty much just got to block everything they send at me this turn. Can I block with Sir Konrad and that be a reasonable decision? Yes, I can. Cool, ground pulse Ochu. I have one reaching blocker. Do I need to play the Cactar as well? I think I do need to play the Cactar as well. Next, we're going to go no attacks. Hopefully they don't have anything absolutely wild. I can block the aerial unit. I'm going to be taking 3 and I can block everything else. So I will go down to 1. But I think I can survive. I think. Okay, Dragoon's Wyvern. Yep. Resolve. See what they end up doing. Oh no! Okay. That's actually not a non-creature spell. They kill the Primal Garuda. That is A-okay by me. I think that means I can potentially survive. Potentially. Let's see what they end up doing. Okay, I'm gonna go mill. Mill. Do I win this? I have not even thought about this. Haven't thought it through. But if creatures die, which I think they will, yeah, I think I just win the game here because of Sir Konrad just milling through my whole library. I think that's enough to win me the game. Yep, it is. Oh! Sir Konrad coming in clutch. I thought that was going to be a... He's like, I figured that if I attacked with everything, that enough creatures on either side would die, that Sir Konrad would do his thing. And thank goodness it did, because that could have been... Oh, that could have been a very rough loss, because a very, very close game. And I think they played it pretty well in not attacking the turn before, because I think that was going to make it even more likely that they die to Sir Konrad. But, oh, that activated ability of his, pretty tasty. Opponent going first, when I've got an instant ramen, I think this is okay to keep. If they mulligan, I may be tempted to take a mulligan. No, we're going to keep this. We're going to believe in the heart of the cards, and we're going to believe that I'm going to draw a green mana on turn 1, and that I can just play out my Grand Pulse Oakshoe straight away. I could not, but that is okay. Revolutions helps me dig as well. Instant Ramen I can flash in at the end of their turn as well. Oh, here we go. We've got a nice forest here. So I'm actually just going to play the Grand Pulse Oakshoe, because if they want to tap it, if they want to kill it, or if they want to do something with it... Alright by me. Nope, they're going to surveil and draw. That feels like a reasonable decision to make as well. Hopefully they are Ooh, 3-color. Interesting. Dragoon's Wyverns. Not a bad little card. Swamp. I'm going to play another Grand Pulse Ochu. And just pass through the turn. I'm probably going to take 2, but I think that's okay. I'll flash the instant ramen. Oh, Namazu Traders. Kind of tasty. But they attack with the Wyvern. I'll happily attack him next turn. Yeah, pass. I think. Almost looks like that's 5 colours at the moment, which is a little bit wild, honestly. Let's go Commune of Beavers first. See if I hit a nice land drop. I'm actually going to take this Hecdize here. I'm going to play a swamp and play a Hecdize. I think it's pretty solid. Making them discard a plains and will attack with one of the Ochus. I imagine they just trade with a hero. It's fine. Happy to fill my bin for the Cloud of Darkness and to get them back with the fight on. Certainly not a bad thing. Have a blocker up for the Namazu Trader should he desire to attack. Happy to take 2 from the Dragoon's Wyvern. Do I have access to 5 mana? Summon Shiva. Gonna tap down my Grand Pulse Ochu. Yep. Attack with both. Probably not gonna sack anything. I'll block the Trader with the Hecdize. Play my own Trader. Yeah. Oh no, I mean that just does it twice, doesn't it? So I'm actually just going to go Resentful Revelation. Get myself a Clash of the Icons. And have these 2 fights because it means that I spend 1 mana to kill their big old Saga. 5 damage next turn, but that's okay. If I draw a land or a green source, got the Cloud of Darkness, I can come in and trade for the Trader. Doubt they're going to sacrifice anything. Always surveil and draw a card as well. That's sort of perfect. We're going to go Cloud of Darkness. Hopefully they don't counter it. Oh, they've just got a legitimate counterspell. That's something. Wasn't expecting that. Goodness gracious. At least I get to maybe fight on an instant ramen. Oh, I'll go actually Ahriman. They got another counterspell for this. That would be absolutely bonkers. And was going to pass the turn. I was going to block the Trader ahead of the Wyvern, I think. No, but yeah. I mean, the Death Toucher trades pretty nicely for it, so oh no! I was going to sacrifice to gain some life. Not great that they've got all of this removal for me. And the counterspell, just a solid counterspell. Didn't even realise that was printed in this deck. Absolutely bonkers. Okay, Evil Reawakens, Cloud of Darkness. I hope they can't counter this. Please tell me they can't counter this. Oh my god. Alright. That's insanity that they just had. There were 4 colours. Maybe 3 colours. Maybe they weren't actually. They were playing white. 4 colours and they had 2 counterspells up at the absolutely perfect time for it. Oh. Absolutely remarkable. That's insane. Never seen someone play that level of counterspell in this sort of limited format where I really don't think counterspells are nearly as valuable. I would tend to pick no counterspells over counterspells most of the time. Goodness gracious, I mean here I've got absolutely nothing to do early enough. Here I've got nothing to do early enough as well, but I've got 3 lands and a card draw spell. Get rid of the final act and hope that I draw a swamp. Not how I would ideally want this draft to finish after a couple of pretty nice games. At least they mulliganed as well. Mountain into straight up a blazing bomb. Okay, that's not what we wanted either. Let's can play the Bard's Bow next turn as well. So it certainly could be worse, but really depends what they are getting up to. This Zesty Mima. Boros. They attack for 1. Flash into Armand draw a card, doesn't really matter when I do it, so now's as good a time as ever. Cloud of Darkness, Forest, Bard's Bow. I guess I just play this Bard's Bow. Have a 3/3 on the field, can block either of what they've got there, and hopefully they don't equip something up. They're not going to be able to kill it very quickly with the Blazing Bomb. Monk's Fist, they can't equip right now either. And I think they just passed the turn here, right? Yep. Ooh, that's a good draw. We will go Communal Fevers up first. I think I take the Fin the Fangbearer here. Do I play the Fin the Fangbearer? No, I think I play the Ahriman. I know that I've got the Fin in hand. Do I want to attack? Maybe trade into something? Yeah, let's go for it. And I'll be getting through some menace damage anyway next turn. So if they do want to trade 2 of their creatures to get rid of my 3-drop, I think that's a very worthy trade. Yep, 3 damage through. I think that's alright by me. I can happily take a little bit of damage and gain it back with instant ramen next turn if I like. I've also got the Fang, I've got the Vein. Really put some pressure on. Don't really want to block with Ahriman here. So it's probably a no block. I'll attack in and get them some poison counters. Unless they do remove it, it would be a little bit of a shame, but certainly not the end of the world. Could blow up the artifact somehow. No, equip the bomb and then sacrifice it to kill the Ahriman. Interesting. Yeah, I suppose that works alright. Actually, this works even better though, because I've got a Vein. And I've got a Death Toucher. And I'm going to attack you for 3. Totally okay to block one of the 2 drops. They might have some sort of removal for one of them. If I do draw another land, I'll be able to Cloud of Darkness, trigger a Comet on the Vein, that's cool. Chump, take 3. That is not a land, but it is a creature I can play. And I think I'm actually just going to keep everything up this turn instead of attacking, because I do want to try and clear the board. Drawing a land would be perfect with the Cloud of Darkness. Equipping 5. Trample, Hasten the Samurai. That's fine. I think I can just block with the Ochu and the Bard. They decide which one to kill and one of them survives. Or I just block with both of them and they have to spend a whole bunch of mana. Happy for the Fearless Sier. Oh, that's actually kind of nice, except I can't cast it. Sacrifice, because I need 1 more black and no attacks. I'll be taking potentially 3 this turn. Or Weapons Vendor. Let's see, draw a card. Pay 1, attaching an equipment. That's kind of handy, actually. And they're just going to go +2/+2. Okay. I really need to get rid of that Weapons Vendor, I think. Oh, but interesting. Okay. Could have attacked for more. Oh, come on. Give me another swamp. Thank you, please. And thank you very much. That would be what I want. Go, time for an equipment, put on the battlefield and shuffle. And take the first time each turn, tap all samurai you control. Oh. Cool. And attach. What are they going to attach? And who are they going to attach it to? Hey, this is insane. Do I just die here? Or is that all samurai? I only got 1 samurai, and it's the Godo. So 2 blocks there. I take 2. Not take enough to die, but I'm pretty bloody close. Oh, I guess, but then I kill something, and it's not really enough, because I needed far more, and I attack with Cacta, and I die. What a pathetic end to a draft. Again, kept a hand, mulligan to make it a little bit better, and I can't even draw a 5th land drop to stabilize the game. If I draw a 5th land any earlier than that, I am in a totally fine spot. So I'm actually kind of upset about that one. It's like, yeah, it wasn't a perfect draft, but I don't think that not drawing and only have 7, maybe take the adventurers in out instead of taking a forest may be the right way to go about it. But yeah, I think it was a totally fine draft, and just a little bit upsetting that I didn't draw that last land, because the guy sort of helped fight a second swamp. I even got more swamps than I did forest, and I didn't draw that swamp. If I'd be able to play Gaia's, play Heart of Darkness any earlier, can kill the Menace Giver, I think that's going to really help as well. I kill the things that attaches some of their really expensive equipment for one. Oh, could have drawn all sorts of things that were a little bit more helpful, and lands that could have, yeah, really helped win things, but pretty solid deck. Again, not the best that I drafted, but a little bit sad that that what happened there was, or it happened how it happened, instead of feeling like I sort of made mistakes into it. Just that land, drawing a land, not when I needed it. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate. Still went at 4 wins, which is not too bad, especially after a really poor start. Definitely pulled my way back into it pretty well. And that is it for this nice Golgari draft. So as always, I've been Transphemerate, and I'll see you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.